everybody? Allan's sober powerlifting journey. Just getting set up here. I got to get a better one of these things. It's okay. I've outgrown it. This stand. All right. Okay. I'm just getting done from working out. I did some squats, a couple of very light deadlift sets, just a couple of sets of those, 225, nothing major. I went heavy on the squats. Oh, here's somebody. Yeah, I did 505 for a double. That is definitely a personal record for the 55 class, 55 to 59 class. I think I did, I got 500 for a triple. That was my personal record back then. I think I can get 505 for 3 now, though. And deeper, too. I did some curls. I'm just getting my gym ready here, set up here. I had it all torn apart, so if it's a little disruptive, just have to bear with me. I did a little bit of curls after that, just a couple of, from 25 pounds to, let me put my chair over here. 25 pounds to 60s, I'm looking for some 100-pound dumbbells, cheap. I don't want to spend a fortune. I see them online, like Titan has them, but I don't want to spend $600 on dumbbells, a set of dumbbells. I've been looking in Marketplace, but a lot of those people want a lot of money for them, I mean, granted, it's 200 pounds of weight, but I really don't want to spend $300, but I may have to. Hey, what's up, Vincent? What's up, buddy? Welcome. 505 for 2 was my set, my main set that I'm pretty happy I got. It went up pretty easily. I also did some front squats, just 135. Get those, just for reps. I was repping it out at the end. I had to put my dumbbell. I like to put my stuff away. My 60. Oh, this is not coming up. All right, now I can relax a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, I actually had the bar loaded up after that with 550. And had I been younger, I would have not even thought twice about it. But I was thinking, like, let me stick with this PR of 505 for 2. Let's not do that. I went real heavy. I did a single with 545 8 days ago or 7 days ago. I said, let's not do it. I'm trying not to work. When I do a workout, I try not to go with what my ego wants me to do. Everybody's got an ego, I try to go what's best for the, to make what is it? Like the best to make gains without getting any kind of injury or really taxing that CNS too much, At my age, I'm 57 years old. I don't want to, you can tax that CNS and be, at my age, with that kind of training. Exactly, yeah, ego, everybody's got one, And the ones that go with the ego lifting don't last long in the game, the iron game. They don't last that long. You really have to think about what you're going to do next, Not so much maybe in my 20s I didn't train that much in my 20s anyways. I really only started training seriously in my late 40s. I didn't really train that much in my 20s. A little bit in my early 30s, and I didn't do it. I stopped training it altogether at 34, all the way to 46. I didn't do anything except drink vodka and take pills, shoot drugs, smoke crack. You name it, I did it. Yep. I got over 10 years of sobriety, clean and sober. And it's been a real blessing. I got sober in prison, got clean and sober in jail, and then prison. I did about my first 10 months of my decade of sobriety. I was locked up. I was locked up. Went to jail first, and it's because I absconded on my probation. I wouldn't have had to go to prison. It was a class 3 felony, possession of under 5 grams of methamphetamine that I got charged with in 2013, I believe. And I got put on a pretty strict probation, you know. And I absconded with that on that. I pissed dirty once. They let it slide. They put me back. They reinstated it, and then I fucked up. I just didn't show up at all, you know. I didn't show up at all. I didn't make it, of course. So I ended up getting sentenced to 3 years, and it was my first offense, nonviolent, in Illinois. First offenders in Illinois, you only got to do 50% of your time. So that cut off a year and a half of it. I think I had 5 months credit for county jail and rehab. Yeah, at least we're barbelling now, thank God, you know. Thank God. That was a nightmare, I'll tell you. I've had bottoms on every drug I can think of, except I never tried PCP. That was it. That's about it. But I've had bottoms, though, serious bottoms on cocaine, powdered cocaine. I can remember one time in my 30s, I was living in Florida, and now I live in New England again, Massachusetts, but I was going to go visit, because I'm from here originally. I was living in Florida. I was going to come home, and I bought an 8-ball to party with down here. I was going to do it here. I said, let me try it out. Let me do one line. It was like 2 days before. No, it was 2 days before I was going to fly here. And I ended up doing the whole fucking thing. And I'm listening to music in the beginning, doing lines, feeling good and everything, talking to people on the phone. By the end of the night, I was hiding in the closet, you know. That's not the only time I've done that kind of shit, though. So then I bought another one before I flew here. Oh boy, and that was a nightmare trip when I got here. Absolute nightmare trip. And those were the better times, though. Because I didn't have a home in the end. I was homeless. But yeah, so I took my last drink in West Frankfort, Illinois, under the guise of the West Frankfort police. They let me have 2 more shots of vodka before they took me in. Let me have a couple of cigarettes and a couple of shots of vodka before they took me in. I was up front with them. I said, look, I have a warrant in Olney, Illinois, which is in Richland County, which was West Frankfort's probably about 2.5 hours from there. And I had a warrant for writing a bad check for under $100 in Clay County, which is next to Richland County. I was up front with them about that. You know, I was done at that point. I said, you know what, if I get locked up, man, let me use this time to clear my head and start over again. And that's what I did. I started over again. Yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you, buddy. Yeah, I started over again in January 11th January 11th, 2015. But yeah, I was in I forgot the county it was where I think Franklin County. That's the name of it. Franklin County in West Frankfort, I believe. You know what? Hey, Iron Reaper, how you doing? It's a good thing they didn't let me out there. Richland County did not want to extradite me it was a 3rd-degree felony. But the funny thing is, the county next to it, where I had the misdemeanor, they came and got me for the misdemeanor. Go figure. You know, the county next to it didn't want to come to get me for the more serious charge. But Clay County, they told me Clay County will come get you anywhere in the state, even if you have a bad parking ticket. Good job. Oh, you did? How did you do? I trained squats. The videos are up. 505 for a double on the squats. 505. How did the bench go today? But anyways, yeah, they came and got me. from West Frankfurt. I did a month in West Frankfurt. It was for domestic with me and my girlfriend. It was a misdemeanor domestic. And then I had the two charges. So, but the thing is, the Richland County charge, which was I violated my probation for the Class 3 felony. If you were one county over from them, they'd come and get you. They had a one county extradition rule. So they did come and get me from Clay County. I did not have, there was nobody left in my life, pretty much. Iron Ripper, good. So I went heavy on Monday. I did lighter. That's good. Yeah, that's what I did. I had 550 on the bar, and I didn't end up doing it. After the 505 for 2, I decided to stick with the 505 for 2, which is a personal record right now, at 57 years old. But anyways, yeah, they came and got me, Richland County. Nobody was left in my life. It wouldn't have mattered if my bond was $50 or $100 because there's nobody that was going to put money on my account to get me out. So that was it. You know, I think I had $30 in the canteen or whatever. I bought some coffee with that. That's great. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, Iron Reaper. But I used my time in jail to work on myself. Did a lot of reading in the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous and the Bible and everything. Last night I did some squats, which felt good. That's great. Yeah, these squats felt great tonight. Felt great. The 505 went up pretty easily for a double. I think I'm going to try for 3 with that. I love this Texas squat bar because it weighs 55 pounds. So 5 pounds is 505. Thank you. I appreciate it, Keaton. Yeah, that's my best friend, Mike Birch. Let me show you. Let me show you. Here he is right there, actually, with me and him. That's me and Mike. That's me. I got inducted into the APA Hall of Fame. There's 2 good friends of mine, Vincenello and Larry Pacifico, very close friends. Yep. Me with my 405 bench celebrating. There's Vince. He signed this for me. Vincenello, first man to deadlift over 800 pounds at 180 pounds. No, I'm sorry, at under 200 pounds. First man to do it. Hey, hello, Robert. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, Vince is a beast, that's for sure. Vincenello. That is for sure. Yep. People would, he's a very good friend of mine. I got all his shirts and stuff. We talk on the phone a lot, you know. He's helped me out a lot. He's in his late 70s now. What a hell of a sense of humor he's got too, you know. He would be in, there was only one federation in the 70s, one powerlifting federation. Him and Larry Pacifico used to, they were best friends, you know. They would talk to each other, and one would go into one class and one would go in the other, and they both win, you know. Yeah, that's, yeah, he's crazy. Mike Birch is one crazy MFer, boy. He's my best friend. I love him. Yeah, he does some crazy stuff. I love him, man. He really, really is inspirational. But old Vincenello, though, he'd be in a powerlifting meet. I think he competed all the way from the 181 class to the 220 class. And the competitors would think they'd be way ahead of him. He'd be like near the bottom, you know. He could bench over 400, you know, close to 5. And his squat was in the 600s, I believe, or 700. But they'd be ahead of him, and then all of a sudden he'd go pull 800 pounds, and he'd blow everybody right away on that deadlift. Nobody would expect it. His best bench was, that I can see, was, I know he did more than that, but it is listed on Open Powerlifting. If you look up his name, all you got to do is put Mike Birch Open Powerlifting, 515 pounds in 1980. I think he was in the 220 class. The squat over 700 pounds. And the deadlift, I'm not sure about that. If it was 700, if it was around there, around 700. Some of the open powerlifting's really accurate. If you did anything after, I think it's 2014, you're going to be listed on there. And they got a lot of it going way back, all the way back to 1970. They got a lot of them, but they didn't get them all, though, before the computer age and everything. Yeah, it is insane. Yep. Yeah, I'm pushing for 600 pounds at my age. I'd be happy with that, I'd be happy. My best one is 530-pound raw squat. That was when I was 54 years old, and my best deadlift is 600. Right now, my squat's way overtaking my deadlift, That's nice. Yeah, Keaton, great, man. Those are good, those static holds. Yeah, I'm going to push for it. Yeah. I was probably go heavy next time. I'm going to keep that 505 though. I'm going to try to do 3 with that and then go higher. Yep. Yeah, I think I could do 600, eventually. I think I got it in me. I just got to keep pushing a little bit at a time. I'm pushing May, in the middle of May, I'll be competing again. My record is 523.6 because they had kilogram plates. Yeah, yeah, my bone density is very, very good for my age. It has to be. But I'm going to push for 550, I think. I'd be happy with that. That'll blow my own record. I beat my record twice. Well, once. I mean, I did 520, and then I did 523.6. They had kilogram plates. That's why it's an odd number. Yeah, I forgot how many kilograms it was. And I did a 403-pound bench that same day. And the deadlift went down. It's been going down, man. My deadlift's not that great, man. I'm telling you. Seems like my deadlift's gone way down in the toilet, but my squat's growing bigger. Go figure, I got to get it back up there. I got to get that deadlift back up there, man. It's been pissing me off. It really pissing me off. Oh, damn, yeah. It doesn't take me much to get pissed off about that, I love this shit, Love this shit. I just love being sober, I had a scare. I work in a military base, and I thought the Air Force did my background check, and they went way back, and they refused to give me a pass. And I'd been at this job for over 2 years at this base. It's really it's a coast. It's for the Coast Guard, and but the Coast Guard passed me through. They said he's a good worker. He hasn't gotten in trouble in well over a decade. The Raiders have selected Boise State Ashton something. I am shooting for a 400-pound bench. I am like 290 body weight. The only way I get strong is yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good formula for bench. If you get heavier, you'll get stronger. Work those triceps. Yep. Daniel Gerard. I'm reading the top. What does it say? Hold on 1 second. I was just reading. I was trying to figure out who the New England Patriots took in the draft. It comes across my screen. Yeah, that's so true. Your body weight is the bench depends on body weight the most out of the 3 lifts. Definitely. That's for sure. There's a formula. The more, like, if you're a certain weight and you start losing weight. My friend Vincent, Vinny Vardine, who I've competed in his classic, he passed away a couple of years ago. But he told me this formula. I forgot what it was. Every pound you lose so much. Well, every kilogram, which is 2.2 pounds, you lose so much on the bench, So I guess your body will catch up eventually, somewhat, but not at first. That's for sure. Yeah, good. Yeah, you're doing good, Iron Reaper. I remember when you couldn't. You were trying to get 275 for the longest time. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think I've seen that guy. He's incredible on the bench. You know, he's all upper body. Of course, he's in the Paralympics. Yeah, I know. I've seen that guy's incredible. Yeah, he's all upper body. You know, and when they had strong joints, you know, because they use their arms a lot. Especially someone that hasn't given up on them on life. You know what I mean? Some of those guys, those poor guys, they give up on themselves and they sit around and they're depressed. But someone like that hasn't given up on themselves. You know, they never give up. Someone like that. A lot of credit goes to those Paralympic guys. You know, and other athletes that have disabilities. You know. Yeah, there's a guy. I'm a referee also, powerlifting. There's a guy that has MS, and I've seen him grow and get stronger. He used to have they used to have to put a 35-pound plate on his right side um, to keep him upright when he squatted. That was allowed because he has a disability. You know, it's not MS. It's muscular. Wait a minute. I think it's cerebral palsy. He has. I think so. I think it's cerebral palsy. But he's getting stronger and stronger, man. He don't need that damn plate anymore. You can tell he's getting bigger. That's got to be the best thing with somebody with that, you know? Best thing for them. And those people, they can live for a long time. My beautiful fiance she's a nurse in a group home, and a lot of people have cerebral palsy, and they live into their 90s. I'm telling you, they live a long time. Their muscles freeze up on them, though. Yeah, I got a good little crowd here tonight. How's everybody doing tonight? I've got to go eat. I haven't even eaten yet. It's almost 9 o'clock, you know. Hey, Bruno, how's it going, my Scotch friend? How are you? Yep. That's one of my dream places to go. I want to go to Scotland. Oh yeah, Tom. Who did the Patriots get? Does anybody know? That's my home team here, the Pats. Yeah, I'm missing it right now. I don't have cable, but I'd have to look. Oh yeah, Tom. Is it Tom Presby? No, I don't know. Yeah, okay. Offensive tackle out of LSU. Okay, okay. Yeah, they need that. That line sucked last year. I'll tell you. You have a good night too, Keaton. Thank you for showing up on my live. I'll be on live tomorrow, more than likely. Yeah, they needed an offensive lineman, man. It was horrible last year. That poor quarterback, man. May, he was a target. He was an open target. Yeah, if you don't have a good offensive line, I don't care how good the quarterback is, you know, he's going to get destroyed in there, you know. Even that poor guy they had last, that I forgot it. What was the hell was his name? The other first round pick they got rid of, man. He did a lot better when he went to another team. The next competition, I think it's May 14th or something like that. Yeah, it's going to be in Vermont. It's the Can-Am Championship, Canadian American Championship. Yeah, now they need more than, hopefully they get more linemen in the draft. They need that, and they need about everything you can think of, really. Yeah, have a good night. Have a good night, Iron Reaper. I have to get myself something to eat. Get to uploading some. Yeah, you have a great night, buddy. I'll talk to you later on, you know. Yeah, they don't have any. They didn't have much of anything last year at all. No wide receivers at all, really. The running game was pretty horrible because, obviously, because of the line too. You know. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't really. I didn't follow him. I didn't really follow him too much last year, as much as I usually do. I don't. I didn't really see. I watched a little bit of them, you know, but it just wasn't good, you know. It wasn't good. But they'll always be my team. I was there during the lean years when they had 7 starting quarterbacks one year, I think. 5 or 7 of them Who was the starting quarterback? There was Tony Easton, I think. The first one moves over. They had Tony Eason, Steve Grogan, uh, Matt Millen, I think. I don't know, maybe not. They had like 7 starting quarterbacks one year. Yeah, who was I forgot who the coach was. He was this old college coach. Dick McPherson. I remember I went to a game. He was the coach. Yeah, I've been watching them since, not quite since, who was the name of the guy that was on the Raiders that won 2 Super Bowls there? God, he was a rookie of the year, too. I can't think of his name. Yeah, he was an American, a Native American guy. Not quite that far back, but definitely during the Steve Grogan years. I did squats, Bruno, 505 for a double. That was my main set on squats. I worked up from the bar, 135, 225. Then I went to 315, 405, 415. I'm sorry, the bar weighs 55. It throws me off. It's a very heavy bar. Yes, I am in recovery. I have over a decade clean and sober. January 11th, 2015 is my date, sober date. Yep. I was a very low bottom alcoholic and addict with bottoms in just about everything you can think of. I even shot dope for a while, you know. And meth, you name it, I've done it, you know. Yeah, I got over a decade now. I never go back there. Never look. Only look back enough to know that you can't do it anymore. That's all. That's what they suggest, you know. What is it they say in the big book? Thank you. I appreciate it, buddy. Yep. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I am from Massachusetts. Yep. I am from a place called Dighton. It's near Taunton, Massachusetts. I grew up in Fairhaven, Mass, which is near New Bedford, right across the river from New Bedford, Cushnet River. Yep, I lived here all the way till I was 24. Then I moved to West Palm Beach, Florida. Was on the yachts there for a while. I lived there for about 16 years or so, and then I moved to a place called Only, Illinois, in Southern Illinois, and that's where I really hit some real bad bottoms there, boy, of drinking. Oh, okay, outside of Worcester, very good, yeah. I used to go to the Worcester Centrum when I was younger to concerts. I saw Judas Priest there one time, the Painkiller tour in the Worcester Centrum. We rented a bus. We went there. But yeah, I was very, very bad though when I was out there. Very bad. I'm still, yeah, me too. Yeah. What is it called now? Anyways, I think I might have gone to a concert there recently. I've been to a lot of concerts since I got sober, you know. I really like to live like my last one I went to was a guy named Hardy. He's a country rock singer. He sings rock and roll too. Rock and real heavy stuff, some of it. Oh, okay, all right, yeah, that's weird. Oh, okay, yep, all right, Illinois, yep. I got sober in, what would I say? I got sober in, I would say West Frankfort jail, but when I got out, I was in Marion, Illinois, is when I got sober. Yeah, heavy on the thighs, hamstrings, and the ass, gluteus maximus, plus the whole core because I keep upright. I used to do what they call, it's a wrong way of doing it, call it good morning squat. There's an exercise called the good morning. That's the good morning squat's a no-no. It's when your back bends over and you go forward and you never hit depth that way or nothing. You got to keep the torso upright. Yeah, you got to keep that torso upright. Yep. Straight up, as straight as you can keep it. You know, you don't want to bend way over. Keep that spine straight, you know. Yeah, that's out there, Hillsboro, sure, yeah. I also lived in Carmine, Illinois. I had some great times when I got sober there. I was there for almost 2 years, I believe. Hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing, Daniel? Yeah, that's when I got sober, I was in a halfway house. When I got out, I had to go to a halfway house for 3 months, and nobody stayed sober out of there but me. I think everybody else relapsed. Uh, I just wanted it bad, you know. I started working out right away in the halfway house, doing calisthenics and stuff. Of course, in prison, I did the weights, some weights, you know. But anyways, the halfway house, and then I went from there. I lived in a place called the Marion Motel, which was a dump, and I had started talking to my sister again. Finally, I had a little bit of a trust fund, $1,000 a month, from my father that I was cut off from for a while. She reinstated that, so I met this girl named Tina. We got together. I moved in with her and her parents for a while, and I didn't work for about almost a year. I just kind of I went to meetings and stuff, very low stress uh, life, you know. Went to the gym. I didn't start really working until I had about 2.5 years of sobriety. I went back to work, you know. That was a blessing. I had that little bit of money. It wasn't that much money to live there in Illinois where I was, you know. It really wasn't. It was very cheap. So I got to work on myself, you know. And I stayed sober. I went to a lot of meetings. Hotel upped rent and oh wow. Did it really? Is it $300 a week now? I think it was 135 or 150 back then. It was, yeah. I got the damn suite there. He called it the suite. It was more expensive. I forgot how much it cost a month. $300, probably about what you just said. $300 a month or something like that. No, a week. I'm sorry. No, it wasn't 300 a week. No, I think the smaller rooms were 135 for a week, something like that. The small rooms, and then the suite I had, which was nice. It was okay. It was big, you know, full kitchen and everything. That was, I think, $200 a week or something like that. Got an apartment finally. I had to pull up and dip. Yeah, I had to stay in that room. It wasn't that long because I moved in with her parents, you know. I met her on Plenty of Fish. Tina, she's a Hawaiian. She was from Hawaii, and we had some good times. I actually went on vacation back home here with her. You know, we drove here. Gonna get going. Okay, Tom, you have a good one, buddy. Thank you for subscribing. I'll be back live tomorrow. I actually have to get out of here tonight. I gotta go eat something. Everybody have a blessed night. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you for showing up on my live. God bless you.